Hi there, wonderful people. Thank you so much for being here. It's Mark from Not Defining. Today, I wanted to talk a bit about my pansexual identity. How is it for me being a pansexual person in this world? Well, here it is. So, a lot of you will have heard me talk about bisexuality and asexuality. I have a lot of identities that I connect with. Well, pansexual is another one. And that leads me to my first thing to say about pansexuality. A lot of us will use this exclusively, but a lot of us will use it with other identities, and that's completely okay. So I use pansexual and or bisexual. Sometimes I use bi plus or multisexual or mspec, whatever, it doesn't matter. They are very closely linked, and really pansexual, it's a way of describing the way that you connect with people, and that's all it is. So I identify with it because I genuinely connect with people beyond gender. I don't consider gender to be the most important part of my connection with someone. Actually, it's not really oftentimes very important at all. I'll give you an example. I really find that I'm attracted to people with strong, protective, kind, and caring energy. Okay? That is the thing that I am attracted to. Now, if that is coming from a female, that is coming from a male, if that's coming from a non-binary person or someone else, it doesn't really make a big difference to me, because what I really love is that energy. That's what I want, that's what I connect with, and that's what I'm attracted to. Another example, take a purely physical trait, okay? I am really attracted to small, petite people, right? Maybe because I'm very tall, I'm quite a large person. I really find kind of people of smaller stature very attractive. And honestly, it's the stature, it's the shape of their body, it's the small features, it's the petite contained kind of hands, arms, legs, face, like every that excites me, that attracts me, that I find attractive. And if it's a small guy or a small girl or someone of a different gender identity, it doesn't actually make a difference to that thing that I'm attracted to. I'm actually attracted to the interaction of someone with a larger physical frame and a smaller one, and that's really it. So I think about men, women, non-binary people kind of quite in the same way. Like I believe that we are very similar. And this leads me on to my second point, which is that I don't believe in a binary of sex and gender. Okay, we all come physically and emotionally from the same source. We are all genderless in the womb, and we just go to one side of the spectrum or the other. And that is what I believe. I believe in biological sciences. So I see people as people. Yeah, and so our bodies and our personalities are just derivatives of a variation of the same thing. So that's why I'm attracted to people. I'm attracted to people. It really doesn't kind of matter to me whether you define as male or female, or what. It's fine. By the way, if you are interested to meet other pansexual people, or speak to me, ask questions, or come and hear more from our community, then please join us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/notdefining. We have group chats. You can come and speak to me, and it's a really great space. So I would love to see you there. So the other thing is that I myself define as gender fluid as well, and that's kind of something that changes. So my approach to my own gender will change depending on the person that I'm with. And so when I'm with somebody, I kind of merge and connect with what their expression is and the type of person that they are. So I don't stand here being like, I am a man and I only like women or I only like men. It's like, I'm a person. I understand I am fluid in my gender and my sexuality, and the two go together for me. So call me sexually fluid, call me bi, call me pan. But pansexual really is the identity that best describes that. If you look at the flag, a lot of people think that the flag is a bit naff. I really, really like it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. It kind of reminds me of that kind of candy sweet that you get. It's like rhubarb and custard, which I just find really delicious. But anyway, I love it. I think it's happy colors. You'll see that there's the pink and the blue there, much like the kind of bisexual flag. There it is in my mug. So you've got the pink, the blue representing masculinity and femininity, but instead of the purple in bisexuality, you've got this stark yellow, which is like completely different. And that represents kind of non-binary or just gender identities that fall completely outside of that masculine and feminine structure. And I love that because it's saying, we're not all about man, woman, male, female, masculine, feminine, boy, girl. That's not what the world is all about. Those things can be there, but there's also a whole load else, which is fun and exciting too. So that's the flag. I like it. If you don't like it, sue me. On that issue of non-binary-ness, another reason why I really like pansexuality is because it connects with my non-binary identity. And it's almost like the perfect thing to go along with being non-binary. I don't define my gender. And so it's very difficult for me to define other people's gender. And it just goes together really well. Now, some people say that pansexuality is a bit of a new thing. It's a bit of a kind of new trend. It's just for young people. And it is, I think, more popular among younger parts of our community. But really, it shouldn't be that way. Pansexuality is something that so many people identify with. And I think it's just a question of those terms and that education being more accessible to younger people. It's worth mentioning that huge numbers of new generations coming in are actually defining as pansexual. There are massive statistics showing that young people nowadays, they're moving away from defining themselves in such stark binary terms. And so pansexuality, I think, is here to stay, and it's something that we're going to see more of. Personally, I would support that. And I guess the last thing to say is just that, pansexuality, it's something very inclusive. I really, really, really like the fact that it includes people of all genders, gender identities. I am very much attracted to people who are perhaps gender non-conforming. Perhaps they don't fit in the binary mold or the traditional gender expressions or things like that. And I actually really kind of proactively am attracted to that kind of person a lot. So there's something in pansexuality which I think makes a lot of people who are perhaps gender non-conforming feel very included and very safe and very kind of, it fits very well for them. And that's, just something that I want to do. And so, yeah, I will use it normally within the community, within sections of the community who understand it. most of the time outside the community, I will use the word bi because, frankly, it's just more understood. The word bi, even in and of itself, is very poorly understood in society as it is. So, it's part of the reason why I would kind of go for that as well. I love my bi identity. I love my pan identity. And I also identify with omnisexual, which is even less well known. I will do a video on it at some point. But there it is. I am a proud member of the pansexual community. If anyone would like to know more about pansexuality, then come and speak to me, come and write in the comments, and I will get straight back to you. If you would like to come and have one-on-one coaching with me, then the link is below. I would love to see you. And I will speak to you again very soon. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.